Greetings to everyone. So this is Yazid. Today we're gonna go through this question. So together with the question it was for final exam Advanced Excel 2024 for instant and for Global Computer and English Institute. So question yali etambula wait. Question 1. Your father has been given a job as the new Director of Study of Global Computer and English Institute located in UAE. He has encountered a major challenge about the manual report card system, where teachers manually make report cards with their hands, of which the exercise takes around 2 weeks to end. With this system, the teachers have a lot of errors they make during computation of results and the filling in marks in the report cards. This leads to tearing of a lot of report cards where mistakes have been made, hence wasting computer resources and wasting school resources and time. On the report card, the school has a policy of indicating bursary schemes depending on students' performance, as students whose total is below 200 are not given bursary and has to pay the full school fees of Uganda shillings 55,000. Students whose total is between 340 and 200 are given half bursary, and students whose total is above 340 are given a full bursary. The school also has a policy of indicating promotion status for the PowerPoint students to be promoted to Advanced Excel after meeting a certain mark, as students whose average is above 50 are promoted to Advanced Excel, and students whose average is below 50 are to be repeat beginner's course for MS. Your father has drafted how the report card will look like template in the support file called report cards, and has also captured the marks in the spreadsheet system called Acces. By helping your father, please use the necessary knowledge of MS. You have to solve all the problems in this question. Hence, use the support files given the folder. Help your father to overcome the 2 columns B and C to come up with one column. With the column with heading student's name, that is to say concatenate the name and the last name to form one column with a double space separating the name, hence using concatenate function. Compute the marks and necessary data in the spreadsheet system. Hint, create your own scale and comments of generation, teachers and head teachers comments. The grading scale for the students for the subject marks has been indicated on the report card in the support file. You can use the function function in your calculations where necessary. So this is the Excel question, Excel support file. We have student number, name. This is the Excel that they give us as a support file. Let us navigate through and we see what is there. You can see the column headings, student number, name, last name, gender, house, stream, fundamental score, word score, Excel score, PowerPoint score. Then this is the information they gave us. We must use this to come up with a good. We combine that we use our knowledge so that we can get all these things that are missing on this report card. You can see now we don't have total, we don't have average, we don't have position, we don't have house, we have house, we have sexy. First of all, they said name of student, we don't have that one. Position, we have scores, but we don't have grade. Comment, we don't have. Then we must generate even this comment. I don't have even the head teacher's comment. We don't have promotion status, they talked about in the question. Then another things, and here is the key to subject grading. So we must use this one in order to generate grade. Here we must use according to the performance from the grading. We must use them to generate even the comment. So this is the grading scale they gave us. Let us go to our Excel and let us first do one by one. We must find the overview how to create to come up with a student name of student. So this is the Excel we have here. Excel we have a support fail. We would like to use this Excel in order to come up with information to getting information directly now in this report card. We can see we have this, and we don't have next school fees. We don't have even this one. We don't have this one, and we don't have this. We need to catch it. We are gonna use Excel. And they talked about the grading. We're gonna use this grading scale to come up with the grading here, and even the comment, because of depending on the performance. So let us go to our Excel. The first thing to use Concatenate to come up with one column to overcome these two, to join these two names in one column. So there you highlight the next column because you want to create a free column here. You right click there, you insert, then you put a column here. So you can even use a shortcut Control Shift plus sign or equal sign, then you get another one. So if you want to delete one, Control then subtraction, it will delete one column. So from creating here, let us go to report card and we see what we don't have. It is name of student. So let us put the name of student, student. So from there, so we calculate, let us say equal sign concatenate. This is the one for the latest version. If let me go back and see, you just write conca. They just upgraded. You can see here the one in Concatenate, which is for older version. If you are using the latest version, like 19 or from 16 to from 16 above, you can see it is upgraded to Concatenate. So this one, for if you are using 16 below, use Concatenate. It will give you the same result. So let us go with this latest one, the advanced one, upgraded one. We use this one, the same thing. We just need to select text. The argument is selecting the text, what you want to join. You talk about the first this name and even this second one. So when you finish to select the first one, it is separated with a comma. Comma. Then in the question they talked about between this name and the other, there must be a double space. So we put the space. A space, it is included, it is a character, so we must enclose it in double column. We double click, we click space, then another space, then we close it, then comma, Then we select our second name, then we close that bracket, then we press enter. That is what we want. So from there we autofill to get the rest, to get other names. So this is it. I think that's from there we want to come up with only this one. We don't want this one, so we don't have even this. We don't want this one. So what are we going to do? Tugenda deleting bibiri, but before deleting, just remember we have used them to calculate to come up with this one. So the moment you tamper with this one, you get what we call reference error, which means you have deleted what you have used to calculate. Let us try to see. If I try to delete this one and I delete, you can see this one become error. So let us undo that. That one will not work. So let us highlight this one which we have just calculated. Then we highlight what we've just calculated. We highlight up where our work ends. So here, this is our work. We have just highlighted the entire work, what we have just calculated. Then we copy this one which we have just calculated. From there, we're gonna paste here in B. But pasting, we're gonna paste as a value to exclude function need. So I paste this one as a value. It will come. You can see it has come. So I double click to adjust the width. So I want to overcome these two because I need only this one. Let me select this one and even this one. I right click there, I delete the work. So I remain with this one. So that is the first part of it. We have just calculated, or we have just come up with one column of the name. So what is the next thing to calculate? I can see some names are in capital, others no. They didn't specify that. They didn't want to talk about that one. So let us ignore that for now. We go to another question. We see, according to this report card, we can see we have to calculate the total, we have to calculate the average, we have to calculate the what, because here we have number, we don't have school next term's fees. In order to get next term fees, they talked about in the question that next term fees will depend on the total marks. So we must calculate marks first. So let us go to Excel and we get the total marks. Here we create a column for total. Now total. Then we can use any function to get the total. You can just add or manually, then plus sign, plus this, plus this, plus this. That is the formula. We are just trying to do the formula. Then after confirming it is finished, then we press enter. So these are total marks. We double click here to autofill. So this is total is finished. We can calculate what is the next thing. We don't have an our report card. Average, yes, let us calculate it in the average and we finish that one. Average. So average, we go and use the function for average. Just write there average. It will come and you just need to select it, the right one for the right function here. You select it, then you select what you want to, where your data is ranging to get the average from. So here is my data. I can select it, the right one, then I press enter. This is the average. So this is the average. I can decide even to remove that. I don't want to see the what we call the decimal, because marks it's very hard to find marks in decimal point, so I reduce to 0 decimal. So that is the average. Then another thing we're gonna talk about or we calculate or find is the position. So let us go to Excel and find position. position equals, we use rank function to get position, so it depends which are we gonna use rank. When you use rank, you use total. When you use rank average, you can use average. So let us use rank. I think let us use just rank to use total. So our first number will be total because we have just used rank. Then our first argument is that is number. Then we have just used that one. Then comma. Then the next argument is telling us to find the reference. Then so we select that one, and we hide the entire work. That is the reference, and we can even lock F4 to lock that one. Then that is our second argument. Then the other argument is option. You can put or exclude. So they said if you want to in ascending from smallest to the biggest, you can put 1, or from biggest to the smallest you can include 0. Here I will just write there 0. Then to select the descending, there I close, I press enter. You can see. Then we can just confirm it's okay. I think if you have anything like point, we remove it. We reduce to 0 decimal. Yes, I think they are done. So this is the position. On our report card, we must have also grade, score we have already. Then grade, we don't have grade here. Let us go to our Excel. How do we find grade? We can see the grade with the, or when we check on the report card, we have grade for fundamental, we have grade for Word, we have grade for Excel, we have grade for, which means each subject must be graded according to this grading scale. So let us go to Excel. We go to fundamental, we create one what column. So we create, let us right click, we insert one column there. We put the word maybe grade for grade F. That is, we are grading fundamental. So here we're gonna use any function to calculate the grading according to the information we have. So according to the marks we want to grade this, let us go to question to this support field. They said grade, we have D1, D2, grade 3, grade 4, 5, or grade 5, grade 6, pass 7, pass 8, given F9. These are grades. So if they want to use this range, we have a score. So we use the score to assign the grade D1, D2, D3. If you want to use this to assign this, or we think about the logical, what we call logical functions. Logical functions are the one that can solve this problem, whereby you need to tell me or Excel that I want, instead of someone who got from between 180 must be having D1. Someone who got 79 and 75, between that range, must be having that D2. Someone who is having 66 and 74 in that range must have 3. 65 to 60 must have 4. Then 59 to 55 must have 5. Then 54 to 50 must have grade 6. Then someone who is having 49 to 40 must have pass 8 and the others. So let us go to our Excel. We decide which function we're gonna use. So for me, I will first begin with the simplest one. I will first begin with the Vlook. Vlook can solve that problem. because VLOOKUP, you have one information, you want to bring others. So we have it's like we have this one, the max, but we don't have this one. So Excel we see VLOOKUP, that is its simplest way, simplify, because for it looks in one thing, it looks from one other thing, and it brings what you don't have. So we are going to use this max. We have a max already, so Excel through VLOOKUP we're going to get the grades. So let us use VLOOKUP at first. So when you are using VLOOKUP, remember we are using what you call range. So I will just need to have a table here separating, maybe summarizing my information. Here I have the first column. When we are using VLOOKUP, the first thing you must bear in your mind to have a table. So let me form a smaller table so that it can be used or can help us to solve the problem by using VLOOKUP. I'm gonna create a table with what I have and what I don't have. So I have score, event, or maybe score. Then I want this. I have even this one, but I don't have them in my Excel. So I have even what you call grade. So I want my VLOOKUP to use this information, which I'm gonna put here as max, to give me what I'm gonna put here. So when you're gonna design a table to be used by what you call VLOOKUP, bear in mind here we are using a range. We are not dealing with exact. So we have one upper and lower boundary. So upper and lower boundary, upper and lower boundary. So when we are using this, we are not going to take everything here. You can take, but to me, the simplest way, just let me select the lower boundary. I'm gonna start with 0, then 35, 40, like that. So let me select 0, the first one, 35, I think it was 35. I think the next one was 30, 40, I think 40. Okay. So here I am. I've just completely form up this table, and here I have score, then grade. Score, the max I have for score, I have score for fundamental, Word, and the Excel, that is score. Then I have this, I've got this F9, F9 past 7% from the report card, which was given on support fail. So these are the grade they give us according to this range of the marks. So we go and we went and formed this table of ours. We're gonna use this one. We can even convert this into table. We can convert into table. Control E to make it in table, then so that it can look like so. After converting into a table, then I'm gonna use this one to solve this problem by using VLOOKUP. So when I'm as of that table, I have to come here and I say equals VLOOKUP. That is the first option. My first thing, that is the lookup value. My lookup value is this first score, which I have already in my table, then comma. Then the second thing, to the table array. The table array, this is the one we just formed. So we can highlight this. So after highlighting, that is the table. You confirm it's okay, then comma. The next thing, column index. Since we have score but we don't have grade, we want grade to be the result, so we want to see the grade. So our first what, this is the first one, this is the second one. So I will say my column index is 2. What I have is the table, and what I have is this is the lookup value. So have column index. What I want to be displayed is in column 2. So I'll put 2. So what is next? Next to choose true or exact. So here, if you have used values which is in range between, like here we are saying which we are using is the range from this, not exact. If they said that to get the one was supposed to be 80, only 80, if they put only 80, we go for exact. But here we are seeing a range from someone might go to 81, 80 something. That is the range. Same apply here, range. So we are not gonna use what you call exact, because here it is dealing with what you call range. So that option here, the option, we are not gonna choose false or for the exact match. We are gonna choose the true, just approximate match. So by default, true is already, it is there by default. So even if you don't include anything, the answer you will get, it will be by default true. So we just need to close and press enter, and this is what we get. So someone who is in between 70 and 70, from 70 what they said, let us check, because let us, after here, let us confirm autofill, and we get the higher result being filled within our table. So within this is data. So after there, we're going to confirm, is it true? So we can send someone 70, 74 to 70 something. So the first person was getting security because he scored 70, 73. So this is it. I think it's okay. We can see 80 something, D1, 60 something, D1. So that is it. I think it's okay. I think that one is clear. So it's after that, after getting grading, we can use this formula. We can copy this formula. We can just copy, and let us copy this formula. Yes, I've just copied that formula. So I've just copied that formula. I come here in Word, where there's Word. I'll use that very formula to compute for what I want. So here I just come here, I put grade for, I want, remember we must have grade for Word, for Excel, and PowerPoint. So that is grade for Word. We shall just say equal sign, then we paste the formula with just copy. But instead of F2, here it is H2, because 72 was in F2 here. That's why we are using F2 here. But here we want to refer this word score. So our word score will be H2. So we just write H2. The rest is the same, table is the same, column number is the same. So you just press enter. So you get the same thing. You can see here, and we double click, we autofill. Same apply this. So you come here, and also you come here and you do the same thing. You come here and you do the same thing. You come here and you do the same thing. Right click, insert, then we are gonna get grade grade 4, I think grade 4, maybe grade 4 Excel, I think let us put E for Excel, because we pasted our formula, but we change instead of F2, we put this term which is J2. We just press enter, it will give us the exact information. Then same apply to PowerPoint. We need to create here Chrome, free Chrome, then we just move it here, then we write there grade for PowerPoint P. Let's put P, then here equals then our formula Vlookup, then instead of F, it is this term L, so we put L, so press enter to give us the information we want. So double click total field, and this is it. This is how we can get grade. So with grade it's okay, so we have finished to calculate grade. But there is another thing, they said you can use VLOOKUP or function lookup. If VLOOKUP is okay for you, well, it is okay, it has worked, it's okay. If you are convinced with VLOOKUP, if it's okay, that was the question, is it? Maybe requirement. So kati oba oyagala okusa if, just in a case I would like just to show you how we can use if also to solve this kind of problem. With if tusobola okukozesa nested if oba if I want this report card. So someone ayinza okuba nga ye ayagala kukozesa view if function to solve this problem, to assign grade using this score range. Ayagala someone who is in between 80 afune D1, in between 79 to 7 afune D2, like that. Nga akozesa if function. It's okay. It can also give you the answer. However, when you compare this question with other kind of if we deal with, tubane argument in M, then tubane like true and false, two options, either this one correct or this one is what, false. So one this time tulina options nyingi. Tulina if this one correct bajamuwa D1, if false bainaku going between this and this, and either they have to give something different. So which means here if with two arguments will not work. So we're gonna use if within an if, because twina argument esooka, then in yakubiri kitegeeza oba to belonging here, you belong here, and you have to get your grade, your grade. If you don't belong here, again we have to extend that argument to this side. You have also to get your grade. If you don't belong there, it means you have to go to until we reach here. This is the last argument we're supposed to enter. Then this one we will not enter because this is the first part. But until here we must enter these arguments comparing. If you don't belong here, you belong here, and we assign with differently. So we're gonna use if in this aspect of bringing another if to ask a question, because it is only if which can ask a question that if doesn't belong here, it must belong here. Then you must give us distinction too. If doesn't belong there, then it must belong somewhere here. Then we give 3. So wetuba twagala okukola ekyo tukozesa kye bayita nested if within if. Let us go to our Excel and we'll see how that one looks like. So if we go to Excel, to calculate is a grade using VLOOKUP is okay. That one is very okay, summarized. But if someone want to use VLOOKUP, so let us create another column there. Then we name this one grade. Let me write in capital letter because this one just demonstrating grade. So this is if this is a grade for fundamental. So we are going to write equal sign, and we say if. Yes, when you write if, you have if Ella, if NA, then if S. So this if Ella, for just telling if Ellas, they are telling you if N and if Ella, they work in the same way. They are telling you if there is a sum error, what do you want to give. If a soccer, that is the general if you know. It is in every version of Excel. Kati if S is summarizing if area soccer, but it is limited to some version. If I'm not mistaken, yali introduced in Excel version 16, if I'm not mistaken, 16 or 19. So abaina below 13, what and 7, they don't have that ifs, which is summarizing the other. So with if tugenda kosa nested tuandika if within an if. Kateno if with S, you just write it once and you keep writing the on argument. That is the only difference. But the same logic, the same knowledge. If you understood if the first one, you can even this one ifs. It is very in fact simplify for the other, which means someone need to just tell you do this and you just enjoy the ifs. So let us begin with this, and we open the bracket. Okay, so I first selected my function, then I first write the logical test. So my logical test will be if this one f2 greater than or equal to, and we go to our question, our grading greater than or equal 90. Let us take lower boundary 80, greater than or equal 80. Yes, greater than or equal 80. Please focus on this, or let us shift and we use this one. Yes, let us shift from this and we use this one. Greater than or equal 80, comma. I would like Excel to give me distinction 1. That is finished. So the next part is if false. So comma, that is finished. If false, what do you want Excel to give you? If we go to our question, if false, it must give us distinction 2. But remember, this one is not ending here. We are continuing up to this side. So there, instead of writing the first part, we shall introduce another if function. Then we ask ourselves, we write again another argument. We bring this one. If the moment when we bring the function, you must introduce a logical test. So to introduce a logical test, you need a reference. A reference is our marks. So if f2 greater than or equal, we go to the second part, 75. Then 75. Then I would like Excel to give me Acces to give me D2, comma. We go like that. We go like that, like that. So this is the logical flow part. If false, then we introduce another because we are still continuing. So we select and we again bring the logical test. If this one greater than or equal, what was the boundary, lower boundary here, 66. Comma, then I'd like Excel to give me if we have way to from the beginning, Gandhi D1, which is greater than 80, D2 75. So we just put the lower boundaries. 23, 60 equals 24, like that. Just no going and going lower boundary. What to do so on? Certified since it was to sigaza argument endala from 35 to 0, tesobola kuleeta 0 or greater than 0. No, that is the end. So what we do, we bring the true part is if it gets 35 and above, up to this 40, after pass 8. If it doesn't, Excel ejjategeera nti yali below 35, so I suppose for 9. That's why we don't bring that last argument. So from 35 to 40, Excel ejjategeera nti we from this to this, from this to this, from this to this. So pressing enter, gafuna creatively save answer like that of same answer like that of when we use VLOOKUP. So you can see, you can compare and then see the same thing. So let us use ifs, ifs, then we see how can we go with that one. So I'll add some column here. Control Shift D plus will give me column. Then put grade F. So I'll come here and I'll copy this formula. That formula, I'll copy it. Then from there I press enter to avoid disturbance. Then I'll come here equals twagala kosa is that is it. We select it. Then our logical test, we shall paste the other one. So what we are gonna do, we are gonna do by moving any if with single. The name that is, we will move this one. So that is what I told you. This one summarize the other one. Any if we come and remove plus the bracket, then if we remove, then remove if, we remove if. So in ifs we don't need to use these ifs again and again. No need for repetition. This one summarizes the ifs, and we don't need to iterate them again. So that is, it is telling you that there are many ifs within this that case. So that is what you do. So even the bracket, you delete them, you remain with one bracket. But here you need to write the last, as we remove, when we delete the brackets, okay, then if C failed chocolate in plural form, then it's simple Z. But here the difference is a working in one direction with true part only. So we need to write argument, a going with argument. So we will come and say this one, we select this one, this one. After this one, we come and select where it's, we select that one, F2, and we say if F2 is less than 35, comma, I'd like Excel to give me F9. That is the last argument. If you are to open the question, 34 to 0. That is if that is less than 35. So that is the last argument we write. We write and we make this. We make the argument to be complete. And if again an argument with one true part, that is it's law. A summarizing ifs, but a going with the arguments. So whenever we want one more arguments, you can pause and see everything clear. And from there, press enter and you see the answer, the same answer. You can double click here and you get the same answer. You can see, you can compare the same thing. So you can decide, you can use VLOOKUP, you can use if, nested if, or you can use ifs, the same thing. VLOOKUP is very summarized. Ifs, if you know, you want to master more about ifs, you can build this if, then it means if they are very easy for you. Then if you use ifs, that is because you want to upgrade to that. So thanks for watching. Into our report, let us continue to calculate the comment of each subject. You can see, according to our report, we must have grade, a score, grade, then comment. Of course, we have score, they have given score and support file, then grade you have calculated using VLOOKUP, or you can use if others. We have calculated everything here. We are remaining with the comment for each subject. So let us go to our Excel and we calculate here comment. Just comment like very good, do excellent, poor, what, like that. So let us go to our Excel and we see how we can calculate that one. So I've went ahead, I created one column for comment for fundamental, then I went ahead and design this table because I want to use VLOOKUP to do that. Where there is creative 3, I want it to assign good. Where there is creative 5, fair, D1 excellent, D2 very good, then F9 very poor, then 7 poor. There is something I skipped, like from D1, yes, it's okay, D2 it's okay, very good, but we have credit 3 up to credit 4. Then I want to credit 3 up to credit 4 to be given good. So Excel will just know that I've skipped 4, but since I've written 5, it will just know that from 3 up to 5 there is 4, whereby I supposed to take the lower boundary of create 3, then good will be assigned there. Same apply to 6, then up to 7. So Excel will just know that from 5, create 5 to create 6, then they have not written 6, but I'll take the lower boundary of 5 and I give create 6 fair. Same apply to pass 8. Pass 8 will be given poor because I've taken 7 like that. So let us go where we can calculate the comment, and we say equals vlookup. We select that formula, then our vlookup value is this one, credit. Let us use this one of vlookup credit, because in according to our question here we have grade as grade. We need grade to be used with as a reference. These are grades, so we are here looking, we are depending on this. We want to bring this one in our table, so in our calculation. So we have grade, we want to bring comment, so our lookup value will be grade, or that is grade, then comma, then we bring our table. Let us go and select our table here. This is our table. Then from there, then we count the column where we want to get a result from. So singambani grade nainga njagala comment, it means I will count from left to 1. I have this one, but I want this one. So 1, 2. Where there is a column which I having what I want, it is where I stop. So 1, 2. So I put 2 there. Then from there, since I've used something like skipping, I've not written create 4, I've not written create 6, like that, like it is not exact match I'm looking for. I'm looking for approximate. So comma, I'm not going to choose exact because I've skipped something. It's like a range between this. So I'm not going for exact, I'm looking for approximate. I will choose one that is for approximate, then I close my bracket, I press enter. Of course, let us go and check here. As you can see, they have sent what I want. So after calculating like that, you just come here also for word equals, then no, just come here, where there is this formula we have just written, copy it. Then after copying, just Ctrl C to copy it, then press enter, then come here. We want to calculate that of what, then it's just do equal sign and paste. Njagala calculating forward, since ngenda kosa the same procedure, I don't need to repeat the same procedure. No, I just need to copy the other formula, and I change just the reference for grade, because here grade was in G, here grade is in F and L too. So I come here and change only L, letter L. I put L. You can see now they have selected this one, L. So after making like that, then I press enter. Of course, they will assign what I want. That is same to Excel. Just copy the formula and you do like that to capture the comment for Excel. Do everything like that. So that is how easy it is when you are using VLOOKUP to calculate, to assign something. Thanks for after calculating everything like a comment. So let us go to our question. We see what we are remaining with. Or let us go to our report code. Since we have calculated the comments on this report card, we are remaining with next term fees. We don't have headmasters, a class teacher's comment, and the headmaster's comment, even the promotion promotion status. We are remaining with only 2 sector. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 3 remaining. So bino tumaze obicalculating nga tulabye how we can get these things. So we are remaining with the fees, promotion status, these 2 comments. Let us go to our Excel. Let us begin with the next term fees. Let us go to our question. We see what they talked about next term fees. They said on the report card, the school fees has the process of indicating bursary scheme depending on student's performance. As student whose total is below 200 and not given bursary and has to pay the full school fees of this amount, and the student whose total is between 340 and 200 are given a half bursary. Student whose total is above 340 are given a full bursary. So let us go to our Excel and we interpret that information accordingly. When you read that question, it is a logic. It belongs to logic. So we shall use either lookup function to solve that by creating a table. We give out the logic part and even we give the parameter and even what the answers in a table, or the easiest way how to solve logic part or logic question is by using if function or logical functions. So if is the simplest one to solve this problem. Let us use if and we solve the problem. We shall say, let us write our equal sign before, then we say if. We'll use that simple one. Let me hope everyone is having that one. Then even ifs is the better one, but let us use this one because we have even smaller arguments to write there. So we shall say if we ask you logical test, and this is the logical test, we are going to bend on total because they talked about total. If the total of someone is this and this, so we use total column to build our logical test. So let us build bring our logical test. The first one we build from the question. If the total max is greater than, it is greater than, if the total max is greater than 340, comma, what do you want Excel to give you? I would like Excel to give me full bursary. Full bursary. Comma, what is the first part? If we are remaining full bursary, we are finished full bursary, we are remaining with it half bursary and no bursary. If you are remaining with only one, it will be better to give just a first part or no bursary. What? But since we are remaining with half bursary and no bursary, we shall introduce another if, because we need to build to bring another logical test or logical question to ask our logical question so that we can get those of half bursary. So let us bring another if within that first part. Instead of waiting the first part, we bring there another if. We introduce another if and we write a logical test to cover the other part of half bursary. So let us select this one. If this total is greater than or equal to 200, remember they said between 200 and 340, which means someone with 200 can qualify for half bursary, even someone with 340 can qualify for half bursary. So if the total belongs to 200 or greater than that, remember we have even greater than 340, which means from 200 which you have just written, the Excel will just know there is a stoppage up to 340. So this is the logical test we have just built. So we say a comma. What do you want Excel to give you? Of course, Excel would like you to give me half bursary. Half bursary. in quotation, comma, first part is no bursary, or has to pay 55,000 shillings. So this one is, since it's the last one, we don't need to bring any logo test, or we don't need to bring any argument there. Excel will just know this is the last part. Of course, if someone doesn't belong here, must belong to below. So even if you don't write, Excel will just know that this one doesn't belong here. Excel will care those belongs there we have just presented, and we exclude those one with less than that marks, and we just give the last part. So if you cover this part and you have remaining with them only one part, there's no need to write the argument there to cover that last part. So we shall just bring our last part. We want Excel to give that Yugi, they said Yugi shillings, they said the shillings in the question, the original question. We would do the Excel to give us this actual money that is suppose that person has to pay as a next term fee. So we close quotation. We are putting quotation because of this first letters, because of this first suffix. So Excel is interpreting the whole of this one statement as X. That's why we are putting it in double quotation. So if it was just the value, we would have just written line without quotation. But since this one, because of this one, the first one, we are bringing quotation, and the Excel is interpreting as a quotation. So we close the bracket. You have open trace, so you must close 2 times, then we press enter. So this one half bursary, if you autofill, that is double click, you get those answer respectively. So we go to promotion status, and we go to our question. They see what they talked about promotion status. They say the school has the policy of indicating promotion status for the PowerPoint student to be promoted to advanced Excel after meeting a certain markers. Student whose average mark is above 50 are promoted to advanced Excel, and those whose average is below 50 are to repeat. So someone who is above 50 have to be promoted. Someone who is less than 50 has to repeat. So we shall go to our Excel, and we create a column code status. That is a logical test also. It's very, very, very obvious. That is any function also, it can solve that problem very easily. So let us write that comment, and we see where it can take us. We shall say equals sign if someone is having average which is above 50, comma, I would like Excel to give me that guy that has promoted to Excel. Promoted, just I would read the word promoted. Let me hope that is the correct SP. So comma, if not 50, which means below 50, then Excel will give me the opposite of this which I've just written. So there's no need of writing the argument when I'm having on last result or last answer, because always the first argument will Excel give you 2 options. Either give you the true part or the false part, which means it will give you the opposite of that argument and the real argument. So if I'm to repeat writing that the other argument, it will be like a repetition, or telling Excel that you don't know what you are doing, because the argument is telling you this is if false of course this is that argument is wrong, or the logical test we have written it is incorrect, that's why it is false. So let us just give Excel what to give. It is, let us tell to repeat. They say to repeat, maybe I'll just say repeat. Let me hope that is the correct recipe. Then I close once, then I press enter. Of course Excel will just know, and the autofill that will give you the answer. Yes, I think it's okay. Let us go to head teachers. Yes, head teachers comment as because we have finished this one and this one, so we are remaining with two head teachers comment and the head teachers comment. So I will open this and create, because from the question they said we use our knowledge to create our own scale of comment. You just depend on what you have just calculated, we just assume, then and we create our own scale of comment. So let us assume you are head class teacher. Which comment will you give to someone, and which position are you, maybe which column are you gonna depend on? To me, I will depend on the position and I'll give comments to certain students according to their performance, according to their position. If someone is the first one, need to be given a comment which can motivate him. Second, those are comments. So I've just created this table here down. You can create your own according to you, your way of understanding, the way you understand things. To me, this is what I've just created. I said position, then class teachers comment. The first comment, the first one position, the first position up to, I would like to give me, I summarized, I give comment from the first person to the 10th person. So from if you are from first to 10th position, I'll give you one, the comment will be similar. Keep up the performance, bravo. Then from 11th position to 10th, I give a similar comment, which is have the capacity to do better. Then the 30th, improve for the better. Then another, work hard for the better. From this one to, and below, above that one, more effort is needed, which means if you didn't get, if you are from 1 up to 70, the rest 100, what will be more effort given. That is the table I just summarized. So if I have a table like that, obviously I have to use VLOOKUP. It will be very easy for me. So the first thing I write VLOOKUP, then I select what am I gonna depend on, position, then comma. Obviously I need to, my table is here, my table is here. Then of course after selecting, I need to lock it and the comma. Then I count rows, that is 2. Yes, 2. Then 2 from where I want to get my comment, from my table. Here it is 2, I think 2 where there is comment. If I count from left, 1, 2, that is 2. Then comma, is it true or false? False goes with exact match, but here you can say I skip from 1 to 11. I want this from in between these one, they give them this similar comment. So this is not true, because it is not one person getting that comment. There are even others gonna get that very comment. So that is approximately. I will just select 1, or I can ignore, give me the same thing, because by default true is selected. So I can select 1. It is true, that is obvious. You can ignore it, that is also be obvious. So press enter. and we check our answer and we autofill. So this is our answer, we autofill. So if the same as up with the HM comment, we shall do the same thing. We bring VLOOKUP, then we select our VLOOKUP value, comma, then we go to table array. I also created different scales of like I depend on position. I just twisted some language here, some words, but the same may be meanings. So I select my table, I lock by pressing F4, then comma, then I count the count where the column index, that is column index number, where I want to get my answer, where I want Excel to put the answer, that is 1, 2, then 2, comma. I can even decide to close because by default is true. So I close my table, my bracket, then I press enter. So let us go and do what we call to fill, so you can get the answer from there. So thanks for that. We meet. So this is our answer. Then let us maybe go to another thing. Since we have completed all the parts that needed here in our report card, we can even generate them automatically. That will be mail match. So thanks for watching. Join the data in the spreadsheet system that of the report card fail to generate automatic report cards for all students. So one tulina Excel yafuga tumaze okukaculatinga. We do have also Word document gye batuwadde nga Word file or Word support file. This is a document, a Word document. So if I'm going to generating a report card for all students, remember we have very many students in our Excel. You can see it by more than 100. So after calculating everything, you have data for Excel, you have data for what? You first close your Excel. You close, you save, yes, save, then come to your Word. You're gonna use Word to generate automatic reports. How? Using this tab called mailing. When you go to mailing, select what we call recipients. Select from the existing. When you select from the existing, automatically Word will tell you to search which list you want to select. You go to your PC where you save that Excel. Mainly I saved on downloads. I don't know which location you're gonna save yours, but for me I saved in downloads. So let me go to downloads and search that Excel file we have been working with. So as I search for the I'm not seeing, but I put in downloads here. So it is download Excel here. I think it is this one. So I double click on it and it will open. So it will ask me to select which specific sheet. Remember we have very many sheets on that. So the one we have just calculated, that is the support for it. That was the first sheet. So I select that one, the first one we've been working with, the one we want to use, the one which is containing our data we want. So that is the first sheet and it is called support file. I click OK. So you can see before this one we are not working, but now they are activated, which means the data we have been transformed. It has now come to the data from X has joined to that of Word. We have connected that sheet or that data on that sheet to this Words. How can you confirm that it is linked? Click here, insert merge field. You will see that the heading you had in Excel on that sheet, the headings are here. So these headings were in Excel sheet we've been working with. So we created these headings in our Excel. So from there, then we just merge. How we replace with the what we have here with that of Excel. Like here, student number. We have a student number. We hide that in space where we're supposed to put student number. We look for student number. We put that. This one, this symbol symbolizes that it has merged this this what and this. But even here you go school next fees, that is fees. We catch it to the fees somewhere. You come here, you select to choose your fees. Then you put space. I think this one needs enter like that. Yes, like that. Then even this one need again. Let us first merge and we shall organize this report the way it's supposed to be, the way it was. So the name, here we select the name, the space for name. We come here, put name, yeah, sex. We come to where we're supposed to put sex. Come here, gender, like that. House, we have a house. We come here, look for house. We have stream. We come here, highlight there, go here, merge that field where you have total. Come here, go to field, come and have this total like that. You make sure you merge everything and merge everything. Merge everything. Where is it? We want average. Like that. You just select. You come here. You select position. This time is position. So here fundamental grading. So after having this, tumaze okumerginga everything. Here you can see I've merged. I've just put everything where it's supposed to be. Just put from that, used that from Excel. Then I've just filled everything from Excel and I inserted where there are spaces. So this is my report. I've just finished to put all the fields. After putting all the fields, I'll just preview the result. So after previewing the result, yes, okay, you can see this is the first person. They just substitute the information. The first person, the first name is there. You go to the second person, you can see the last person is that one. I think maybe the first one. Let us go to the first one. The second one is that one. The third. You can see different report with different name. You can see we have how many total reports? 154. So that is the preview. So after confirming it's okay, you have done the good job and everything is working. You finish, merge. You can edit in the video document and you say all. You sent all the report card will be generated and you can save as your report. You can print them. You can forward to everyone. You can see this is the first person in a report. Umwana asoka, then umwana wokwira agenda feneno, wokusatu Grace agenda feneno, wokuna bali bamuyita ngo video ajja feneno, buli omu agenda kufuna report ye kati olaba kati we have generated all the report cards badde batwagaza zonna ziri up to down. This is how we can generate the report card. This is another way of generating report cards generally. So kati want to generate the report cards zino ziri ugamba nti ogana generate this report card genda kugulawo another Word document. So this one is a different document we can save as. This one is different from the one we merged. So this is how we generate report cards. And I hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.